In this video, we're going to be discussing which documents you need to prepare before you move to Dubai. Lots of people are unaware that they need to prepare these things beforehand, so we're going to go through it step by step now. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm Global Strategy Director at Connect Group in Dubai. I head up the license that deals with company formation and PRO services. When moving to Dubai, especially if you're moving with your family, you need to remember to get documents attested beforehand. The main documents you need to remember are your marriage certificate and your children's birth certificates. On the birth certificates, they should mention both parents' names.
Both is good.
Each country has a different process for the attestation in the country of origin. However, I'll give an example for the UK. In the UK, you first need to get these documents legalised by a solicitor. Once the legalisation is complete, you then need to send them to the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office for verification. After you've received them back from there, you then can send them to the UAE Embassy in the UK and they will put an attestation sticker on the back. The main goal for this process is to have the green attestation sticker on the back of each document. Once this is completed, you can then send them to me in Dubai and I will then get them attested by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs over here. The sticker you will get over here is a pink attestation sticker, and once that's done, the documents are ready. If the documents are not already in English or Arabic, they will need to be translated too. When setting up a company in the UAE, especially if you want it to have a corporate shareholder, there is a little bit of planning we need to do beforehand. When you have a corporate shareholder, you need to remember that you need to get a certificate of incorporation, articles of association, and a board resolution attested in the country of origin. These are the three mandatory documents. If your articles of association is a standard template, we may also need initial shareholding certificate or something mentioning the shareholders, directors, and the powers that they hold. For the board resolution, we will prepare this as the terminology mentioned needs to be specific in order for us to use it. When you have these documents together, you can then start getting them attested in the country of origin. If you would like to book a free consultation to go over the documents you need to prepare and how to prepare them, click the link below to have a call with me or my colleagues. When the attestation sticker is on the back of each document, you can send them over to the UAE and I will get them attested by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here. Once the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has attested the document, we then need to get them legally translated into Arabic. After this is done, they will then be verified by the Ministry of Justice in the UAE. Once that stamp has been placed on the document, they are ready to use for your company setup. The total process in the UAE will take about 1 to 2 weeks, and the process in the country of origin will vary. In the UK, it takes probably between 2 to 3 weeks to complete, but for example, in Canada, I know it can take up to 3 months, so it's better to prepare these beforehand. It may also be worth getting your university degree attested as well. If you're planning on having a skilled designation in your company or applying for a golden visa, it will be required. When attesting your degree, I would recommend using the bachelor's degree rather than the master's. This is because when it's verified by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs over here, they're specifically looking for the word bachelor's. People with degrees from, let's say, Russia or Germany that may be slightly older, their degrees will say diploma. We have a lot of issues with these because they're looking for the specific words and diploma means something different to them. Always speak to a consultant beforehand because these documents vary from country to country. If you're a doctor, a lawyer, or an accountant, your certificate will be different as opposed to if you did a degree in business administration. So what we'll need to do is we'll first need to verify the document to make sure it's accepted in the UAE and potentially get an equivalency certificate as well. Once it's been verified, you can proceed with the attestation because you know it will be safe to use. Some professions, again, such as doctors, nurses, you'll also need to get a DHA license, which you can apply for online. Another document you should bring to the UAE with you is your driving license. Some countries can automatically convert their driving license from the home country to a UAE license. Other countries, you'll still need the license here when you do your driving lessons and your test. So please bring it with you or else you won't get very far. An example for your documents would be, if you live in the UK, but you got married in the Seychelles, your documents need to be attested in the Seychelles. So this is something you need to take into consideration as the timeline for the country of origin of the certificate could be a lot longer than the country that you live in. Also, when moving to the UAE, you need to think about things such as wills. Over here, wills are different to, let's say, the UK and other countries, and this is because they can be based on religion rather than the country that you're from. So it's better to speak to a specialist for this and get everything in line. If you're planning to set up a company in the UAE, please watch one of my other videos that mentions the biggest mistakes that people make and how to avoid them.